Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We do everything beauty and makeup, and that includes new collection releases, new palette releases, and I was pretty excited when this was released. This is the newest collection from Glamlite in collaboration with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I love that movie. I watched that movie so many times as a kid that when this collection was released, I said to myself, if this is a color story I like, if there's pieces of this collection I'm excited about, I'm gonna pick it up. And so I did just that. Now, this was a pretty good sized collection. There was lip products, lashes, mirrors, so many products in this collection. I did decide to only pick up the two that really spoke to me. I am on a lip no buy, so I do not need any lip products. And what I was most excited about in the collection was the highlighter duo and of course, the eyeshadow palette. So if you're excited to see me create a look with both of these from both products from the Willy Wonka X Glamlite collection, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload lots and lots of new videos. I am in declutter season. I've got so many videos coming your way. I actually uploaded almost every day in December. That'll be the same for January. So make sure you're subscribed and your bell's on. I will link Glamlite Willy Wonka collection down below, as well as my favorite beauty subscription boxes, all of the makeup that I'm wearing in today's video if you would like to shop this look, discounts to my favorite indie brands, and come follow me on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. Let's talk a little bit about the two parts of the collection that I picked up, and I'll zoom you in and we'll get started. So like I said, I picked up the highlighter duo because I thought the highlight shades were absolutely beautiful. I love that this looks like a golden ticket, and actually the lid of this comes off completely. There is a mirror, and then here are the two highlighters. One of them is a little bit more of a gold leaning, which would be really good on a deeper skin tone. I think it will work for me as well. And then the shade on the left is a little bit more of that traditional icy white champagne highlighter, which is going to be perfect. I think the packaging of this, they absolutely nailed it. It is shiny. It looks just like a golden ticket. It is embossed with Wonka, and I love Glamlite's highlighter formula. So I knew as long as the colors of these highlighters were something I was interested in, I wanted to pick it up. So we're gonna test that out. And then of course I picked up the eyeshadow palette that literally looks like a massive chocolate bar. First of all, let's talk about how it came packaged in the Wonka bar packaging. It looks just like a candy bar packaging. It says golden ticket inside. It is resealable, so if you wanted to store the palette in the original packaging, you absolutely could. The palette itself is embossed like a chocolate bar. It is raised. There's a mirror in the palette, and then this color story is really, really pretty. It is definitely more neutral. At least half of the palette, actually half of the palette is neutral. The other half is a little bit more of these pinky purple leaning shades, which screams Willy Wonka. I mean, the palette matches the packaging so well with those purples and those golds, and I love how they gave us neutral for those neutral lovers out there, and they gave us a purple side as well if you wanted to pop in a little bit more color. Now, I will say that the shimmers in this palette swatch beautifully. They're sparkly, they're shiny, they're gorgeous. The mattes were a little less, they were a little harder to swatch. I felt like they were a little hard in the pan, but once I was able to get a little bit of the matte on my finger and swatch it, they swatched for the most part really pretty. I am a bit concerned about the purple mattes. Purples are really hard to formulate. They can be really patchy. I definitely want to use the purples today because I want to test out the quality. Those are the mattes that I was most concerned about. I felt like the neutral matte swatched really nice. And again, the shimmer shades per Glamlite's usual formula were absolutely beautiful. I think they did a really great job, as always, on packaging and color story. And in the palette, we got a golden ticket. It says Wonka golden ticket. Greetings to the lucky finder of this golden ticket from Mr. Willy Wonka. Now the font gets small and I can't read it. So it says, present this ticket at the factory gates at 10 o'clock in the morning of the first day of October, and do not be late. You may bring with you one member of your own family and only one, but no one else. If your wildest dreams, in your wildest dreams, you could not imagine the marvelous surprises that await you. So this is really cute. Such a nice touch. I feel like I want to save the golden ticket just because I always wanted a golden ticket whenever I would watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So like I mentioned, Glamlite kills the packaging, always, always, always. Does a really good job with color stories. So we're gonna test everything out together. Now, when I ordered this, I did use a discount code. I will put the discount code that I used in the description box, but I think the first thing we should do is test out the highlighters. Now, I just came back from working out, hence why my hair looks like this, but we're gonna test out them both. So first I'm gonna start with the little deeper shade, the gold shade, that I thought would be maybe a little bit too deep for my complexion, and we're gonna pop that right on this side. Ooh. Ooh, that's really pretty. Wow. That is pretty. It is definitely the typical kind of glittery Glamlite formula, but I feel like that sunk into my skin really, really nice. Ooh, and that's the deeper gold shade. And then I'm going to pick up the little more icy white. Ooh, that's really pretty too. That is beautiful. Wow. Actually, I really like both of the highlighter shades. And to be honest with you, you can tell me down in the comments, I don't know that they really look that different on the face. Really pretty, and honestly I kind of think I like the gold highlighter just a tiny bit more. I thought it was going to be too deep for me, but it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I'm gonna pop a little bit here on my nose. Ooh, that is so pretty. Love that. I love Glamlite's highlighters. Like I said, when I saw that they had a highlighter, I was like, I gotta order it. So there is the Willy Wonka highlighter. Let me go ahead and set my face and I'll be back and we'll do our eyeshadow look with the chocolate palette. I actually set my face with the Glamlite Rick and Morty setting spray. I got this in a mystery box from Glamlite. I really like this. The sprayer is a bit aggressive, but I feel like it sets my makeup down really, really nicely. And as always, I am going to prime my eyes for shadow with my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. So I'm going to start with the purple matte here called Blueberry. Like I said, I want to test out these purple mattes on my eyes. I'm actually going to buff that into my crease and even a little bit above my crease. I do have slightly hooded eyes, so I do want to be able to see this pretty shade Blueberry when my eyes are open. All right, this is applying really nicely. Better than I thought. Like I always say, swatches do not tell the whole story, and that's true with this shade. This shade actually didn't swatch the best, but applying it to the eyes, it looks really nice. It's blending out really easily. It's not patchy, it's pigmented. This shade, so far, this shade is a win. And then I'm going to take the little darker purple shade called Golden Egg, and I'm going to buff that right into my crease. This time I'm not going to go above my crease so that we can see Blueberry just kind of popping out above Golden Egg. Now this shade also is applying really, really nice. This is the deepest purple shade in the palette. It's not patchy. Again, it's really adding that depth that I was looking for in my crease. And then into the lightest purple shade called Violet, I'm going to use that just to kind of blend and diffuse out those edges. Okay, so far I'm really liking this. These mattes are applying much better than I thought they were going to do by the swatch. This is just proof why swatches don't tell the whole story. I'm going to use the neutral brown matte called Coffee Cream. It is the darkest matte in the palette. Even though it's a neutral brown, it does have like the slightest bit of purple undertone. Oh yeah, it definitely has a little bit of that deeper purple undertone. That's exactly what I was hoping for. And I'm going to pack that on the outer portion of my eye, again, adding that depth. This shade is really pretty. It's very, very unique. It definitely looks more brown in the palette, and then when you put it on, it's kind of a deep eggplant purple. It's really beautiful. As always, going in with my NYX glitter glue, and then we're going to try out some of these beautiful shimmers. I think I'm going to pick up this kind of brown matte, kind of goldy, coppery brown. It's really pretty, called Charlie, and I'm going to place that on the outer half of my lid, closest to the deep dark matte in the corner. Ooh, that is so beautiful. That is so pretty. I am always impressed with Glamlite's shimmers. They're just so foiled and sparkly. And then with a brush, finger application perfection, I'm picking up Sugarcane, which is this shifty blue to purple silver in the bottom corner. That shade I thought was the most beautiful in the palette. And I'm actually going to place that on the inner portion of my eye. Stop it. That is so pretty. I knew that shade was going to be absolutely gorgeous. Definitely did not disappoint. And then I'm going to pick up Chocolate River, and I'm actually going to pop that right in between the purple shimmer and that more copper leaning shimmer, just to add a little bit of depth and add a little bit more of those neutral colors to this purple neutral look. And then I'm going to pick up the purpley pink shade called Chocolate, which is an interesting name for that shade, and buff that on my lower lash line. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's like this plum purple, a little bit more brighter purple pink. And then for inner corner highlight, we have to use this beautiful duochrome pinky white called Wonka Vision. And I'm going to put that right on the inner portion. That is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, is that pretty? That would be really nice all over the lid if you wanted just a really bright, sparkly lid. This looks so beautiful. I am impressed that I was able to pull off a neutral look with purple. So let me go ahead and do some liner, mascara, maybe some lashes, maybe pop on a lippy and get ready for the day. Like I said, I just came home from boot camp, my boot camp workout, and then I'll be back and we'll talk about the Willy Wonka Glamlite collection. So here's the completed look with the Glamlite X Willy Wonka collection. I have not changed out of my sweatshirt yet because it's still pretty cold. I'll finish getting dressed. Still pretty cold, so I was gonna stay a little warm in my sweatshirt for a little bit longer, but let's talk about my final thoughts on this collection. First, let's start with the highlighter duo. Packaging, million out of 10. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect Willy Wonka packaging. And honestly, I love these highlighters more than I thought that I would. I really love this gold highlight. I didn't know that that was going to work for me, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I think they're both beautiful. I think they look very similar on the skin. So if they were sold separately, I definitely don't think you would need both, but because they come in a duo, we're not gonna complain because they're both absolutely gorgeous. I'm really glad I picked this up. Love the golden ticket that came with the eyeshadow palette. Again, the packaging is perfection. It says Wonka, it is raised like I said, and I like this palette a lot more than I thought I would after I swatched it. I wasn't sure how the mattes were going to perform, but I think they performed beautifully. I actually really like my eye look. I have never done a purple neutral look, but I wanted to test out the purple mattes. They're great. The neutral mattes are beautiful. And actually, I think the neutral with the pop of purple is really nice. It's a little bit smoky. It's a little bit sultry. I really, really like it. I did not pop on mascara or lashes. I decided to just do mascara today, but I love my look. And the more I look at it, I love how sparkly these shimmers are on the lid. Glamlite shimmers never disappoint, and the mattes performed absolutely beautifully. I am excited to use this. I keep thinking about more looks that I can create, and that's kind of a sign to me that a palette interests me, that it's a palette I'm excited about, and I'm really anxious to create another look. I would love to do a more purple leaning look, just a full neutral look. I would want to use this gold shimmer. It's absolutely beautiful. They did a really great job on this palette and an excellent job on the highlighter duo. I will link the entire Glamlite Willy Wonka collection down below for you. Like I said, there are so many more pieces to the collection, but I couldn't be happier with what I picked up. They both perform beautifully. I love my look. I feel smoky. I feel sultry. I think I'm going to wear a purple shirt today to kind of complement it a little bit. I am wearing an unearthly lip gloss on my lips. This is a little bit of a purple duochrome black based blue lip, which I think lip gloss, which pairs perfectly with my eye looks. On my eye look, this is really good. Really, really good. I definitely recommend at least the palette and the highlighter. Let me know down below, did you pick up any of the Willy Wonka collection? What do you think of it? What do you think of my look? Let me know everything down below. I'll have it linked at the top of the description box, as well as my favorite beauty subscriptions, all of the other makeup that I'm wearing today. If you would like to shop this look, discounts to my favorite indie brands, and don't forget, come follow me on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. Definitely another amazing collection from Glamlite.